I've spent $31,361 worth of Frost Stars in Whiteout Survival in 157 days. If this is your first time joining me, I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. I'm not always successful. I'm documenting my journey. That's what I'm doing here. I'm showing you the game as it is through like a new player experiencing some of these experiences, going through the spending, trying to be an efficient whale. Sometimes you learn things from my mistakes, but either way, you're here for the ride, right? Let's get into some things tonight because we have a couple things to do for spending, and we got the fishing tournament and this new Wanderer Theater, which is kind of an interesting event. I'm going to get into this a little bit and we'll see, you know, what that looks like. But the main thing that's going to dictate everything tonight is we have Alliance Mobilization. Now we do have state transfers going on, so that is the factor as well. Again, if you're somebody who's interested in trying to transfer to our state, you just have to look me up in the game and give me a holler. Talk to anybody in our state. They'd be glad to talk to you about like what they're looking for and that type of thing. I did put a post out in the Discord channel as well for the official Whiteout Survival transfer range, so you can go look for that as well. It has some details in there as well. But please, if you're interested, now's the time. Get those applications in and let's talk. So everything I do tonight is going to be dictated by Alliance Mobilization. I will grab these booster packs. I'm not worried about this little 1,000 top off with the amount I'm spending. So, but I just got some anyways. I did start with the, one of the top off packs that I was able to grab because it was in here. I'm going to see if nobody grabs it. I'm going to grab this gem spending one as well. Before I'm done, and I'll do the refreshes to get a custom one as well. But we do have some things to spend on tonight, so let's take a look at that first. I'm gonna do, because I did that $1,000 one, it's 1,000 top off points one. Let me first show you what's going on in the standard shop. So first things first, check out this little 5% bouncing above my head. The official shop has a 5% bonus going on right now. I have an affiliate link, if you look in the video description, that you can use. And if you use that affiliate link, I'll get a little bit of Frost Stars as well. It's a way you can help me out, help the channel out. It doesn't cost you anything. But the fact that they got this 5% bonus going on, that's why I loaded up. I only buy from the official shop because that's how I know I'm being safe. I know my account isn't going to be subject to scrutiny or anything weird going on. Some of those weird shops and stuff, I don't know what they're doing and how they do it, but I don't want any part of it. So I use only the official shop and I wait for these 5% deals that come up, and then I unload, I grab it. And now you've used the affiliate link that's in the video description. You can actually help me out a little bit and it costs you nothing to do that. So if you want to use it, it's there for you. Just check the video description, you'll see the link. Let's get into what's going on here in the standard shop though. In the standard shop right now, I've got some stuff I could spend on if I need to pick some stuff up, but let's just grab the daily deals. And I'll make these claims quick. And then I'll see what else I got to do. I'm going to grab some of that Wanderer pack, and then we'll see what that looks like. As far as I understand, so if you look at this Wanderer, we'll look at the gameplay in a minute, but just look at the spend for a minute. You're going to need these, what do they call them? These talismans of ice. And the reason you're going to need those is if you look at the odds over here, the probabilities. The probability of you descending a floor is 70%. See, 60 plus 10%. And the probability of you ascending is therefore only 30% roughly. It's exactly 30%. So you have a 30% chance of ascending and a 70% chance of descending. If you descend, it's like game over. If you ascend, then you can get better and better prizes. So, the only way to make sure that you ascend is to use the protected exploration feature, which is this button on the right. And that costs you these talisman of ice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this out tonight, and I'm going to see, how much rewards you get per dollar for that, because I think there's some rewards in here that are kind of nice. I can't really tell the value until I see how the odds go. I'm sure somebody can do the math on it, but I'm going to do it kind of the easy way, and I'm just going to do the spend and see what that results in, and then kind of do the math after the fact to see what my rate ended up being. So let's go and buy some of these, and I'll do them, let's see, do them this way. So I need, all right, now I need about 20,000. And now about 5,000. It's gonna be a little over, but that's nothing I can do about that. So we'll go and grab a custom pet chest. And now we got one more 1,000. Well, let's see. Here we go, Hall of Heroes. Grab that. And while we're in here, I'll just grab some more of the Season 2 widgets. And we're done with that. And also while we're in here, might as well check out the rest. So I already did my Tundra Trading Station. Let's see, I can redeem a little bit more here. Yeah, for those of you who noticed last night, I could have done the widgets, the 10 widgets here. I could have done these first. I actually was tired last night, and I completely made a mistake and bought some of those because I thought they were custom hero chests and didn't realize they were widgets. I was really tired last night. So I made a mistake there and bought some that I won't use and can't need, and they're going to have to get traded or something eventually. So I don't think I can even trade them yet until, yeah, for some reason I can't trade the excess yet because the heroes aren't maxed yet. But once they are, I think that'll open up and it'll allow me to trade them in next time. So whatever, mistakes happen. Mistakes were made. Let's look at the weekly benefits card. So before I start spending on this, I need to actually go clear the Alliance Mobilization. So let's come back to Alliance Mobilization first. So we'll clear this out, and I'll grab another $100 pack because that's what I'm doing tonight. And actually, before, the easiest way to clear that $100 pack is going to be here, the one I skipped last time. So I'll just clear that one. And now let me see. Yeah, we got some fishing and stuff too. I don't know if I can get up to another $100 tonight or if I really want to, but you know, it is the season. And while I'm in here, let me just clear this gem one as well. This is what I mean. On a day like this, it's kind of like Alliance Mobilization dictates everything. So clear the gem one. You know what? The easy way, I'm just going to do it. Sometimes I do it with the VIP purchases, but I'm just going to do it this way easy since I'm recording it. It's pretty easy to do this way. I don't have to sit here doing math on the fly and being careful with how many I do. So that clears that one. And let's see, the question is, do I really want to go to another $100 or just pick up gems tonight? So let's see, because I could pick up one of these if I wanted to. I can do a 25,000 or a 12,500. So let's see what else we got here. So we bought out the basically the Wanderer missions for tonight. The only thing really, so we got the Tundra Trading Station. So we've got I'm sorry, not the weekly benefits card and the fishing event. So this is going to be 5,000. This is going to be 2,500. So that's 7,500 there. This is going to be 5,000. So that's 12,500, right? So that's my 12,500. And then, yeah, the rest is going to be in fishing. And, you know, I think I can get there. I think I can get to the 25. So let's just do the 25. So, and I'm going to do this one because I'll use the other ones for gems for the bonus. I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I mean, I could get a little bit better bonus, but then I got to try to get more gems, which is hard. You know, this is on the board right now, so that's why I'm taking this one. So I'll take that one, and actually I'll refresh. Oh, I can't refresh it because I'm in the middle of one. But so we'll go in here, and we'll take care of weekly benefits card. Now, I think what I'm going to do this week is I've been really focused on the hero benefits card because I do need to keep on pushing that. But from what I understand, Chief Gear is going to be opening up. Some new levels of Chief Gear is going to be opening up soon. So I want to make sure that I'm stockpiling on the Chief Gear. And this is, you know, the best deal as well. So I'm going to select Chief Gear. Grab that. And I'm going to do the same actually over here. So Chief Gear over here as well. And then we'll just grab those claims. and take all the goodies. There we go. And now, you know, it's a small bump, but it's, you know, it's a good way to get those without spending too much. Then I'm going to grab this. All right, so now we got 12.5 more to do. We'll clear out the journey treasures and sign and earn it, and take our dead shot claims. Now we do have a dead shot to do. Let's do it quick. Let's see what happens. Do it super quick. Come on. Oh, come on. Get a key right off the bat. Well, tell you what, that's not the worst I've done in Deadshot, so I'll take it. All right. Not bad at all, I don't think. I'll take it. All right, we'll wait for the bank to mature and all that. So now the last thing we have to buy stuff is basically in fishing, and I'm going to do this mainly because I do want to keep on chasing this island decoration and getting it up. So I want to make sure I get these to 50,000. Usually if I buy this up to the $20 mark, I think twice or so, that usually does it. I think that's actually more than what I need. Okay. And now I'm going to go over. So just to kind of maybe save that for later, we'll go to, let's see, Ice Fishing Club. 1,000 away. Well, I guess it can't always be perfect. I'll just grab that. I probably could have done it the opposite direction and it would have been better. This is me. I'm tired again. I'm still sick. And so, you know, give me a little grace. I'm not playing optimally lately. I'm just trying to get through it, or else everybody wonders if I'm okay. I get messages in the game. If I record late, everybody wants to know if I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I'm just still sick. And I think it's allergies, actually. The more I think about it, because it's been like a persistent thing. Anyways, let's see. We get into the, so we did, I think that's all we needed to do for that alliance mobilization. And I think that's all the spending for tonight. So basically the team pretty much waits for me to do those because they don't want to affect my, you know, score. So I'll just grab the rest of these as much as I can with common wild marks. Close those out. Oh. And get some more. A little bit annoying to have to do that way, but you know, is what it is. Gotta keep scrolling over here. There we go. Close that out. And now essentially I'll just wait, see if I can get more of those gem spending tasks. I don't really want to be spending on too much else, and that's kind of not enough. I'll leave that for somebody else. I'll see if I can grab some of the bigger gem spending ones and put those on the board. So that's what we got for Alliance Mobilization. I think that's pretty good for tonight. I'm not going to do fishing, but you know, I guess I can show you my progress as I go. But essentially, I just want to keep on getting these season missions. We do have a new kind of reward here as well. We got this. Where is it? Where is it? Is it over here? Yeah, the guide. So we've got the. I don't know if this is new or not, but first time we're noticing it is the ocean exploration background. I don't think I can get it though, not this time, because there's going to be some of these that it's the wrong season. We're in spring. And these ones are in the wrong season, and I don't have them, so I'm not going to be able to get it. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to wait until another season to unlock that. Even if I'll probably unlock all of these this season for spring, I won't be able to unlock those, so therefore I won't be able to get that that skin. So is what it is. Let's take a look at this wandering theater. So I got a little lucky earlier. I tried to press my luck and I did the regular exploration once. I just wanted to kind of see how it worked. I got lucky. But really the way to do this is the protected exploration. So I don't know. There is probably some logic to say that at the lower levels it's lower risk and therefore you can take more of a chance because you're not going to like lose too much. But like, how much are you really saving? I think the way I'm going to play this is I'm just going to use the protected exploration and then see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the first time you do regular exploration anyways, and then I'll just use protected and we'll see how many. So this is how many I've got, and this is how many I can get per day. So if we look at what happened here, I was able to buy 2,085 of these Talisman of Ice for $185. So now let's see how many that translates into, you know, these Wonder Store coins. And it's going to be a little bit difficult, like some of the other levels, to get precise about it because there's a scaling factor on these exploration or reward paths. It is a little bit more, it's kind of, I guess it's linear. It just keeps, it's 520 every so often, like is it 300? Yeah, every 300 you get another 520. So that's a little better, but it's not quite linear in the start. It kind of has a ramp up and it goes from 100, 200, 500 to 800 before it starts going to 520 every 300. So let's see. We got 6 days to play this, and this is the first day. But I just want to see how many of the Talisman of Ice convert to these Wonder Star coins, and then how many Wonder Star coins. Then we can do the math on how many Wonder Star coins per dollar some of these items are, or how many items per dollar it is in terms of Wonder Star coins, because we'll have the two variables essentially. So, and to do that, I need to see how many exploration tokens it costs. So here we go. Oh, I got to skip that. It's going to take too long. All right. And then every now and then, it's going to make me click that? Okay. Every now and then, it'll say 3 attempts until guaranteed ascent. All right. Please select a reward to claim before beginning a new exploration round. Oh, so this is a twist. So I can either choose the specific reward or the Wonder Star coins. That's interesting. It cost me 350 talisman for that. And the talisman are, let's see. So that's $31. So if we look at this, I can get 480 charm designs for $31. That would be 15.48 per dollar. And if I did the other, let's see, the stones, 196 divided by 31, that's 6 per dollar. 6.32 per dollar. So that's 196 stones is 6.32 per dollar. Or I can get 3,450. That's a 111.3 per dollar. And then if we go to the bazaar, and I were to see, this is 5 for 50. So if I'd done my math right, if you were to get these as the what do you call these? The Wonder Star coins, if you were to buy these in Wonder Star coins, it would actually cost you something like 11 charm designs per dollar. So if your goal is to get the charm designs, it looks to me like the better deal is to actually take the charm design reward. But if your goal is not the charm designs, and your goal is to get, you know, anything else in here, like if you wanted to try to max out on the Lucky Hero Gear chest, for example, and then that's, let's see, 165. So if we do a little math based on my current, amount, the fire crystals are about 8.5 per dollar. These Lucky Hero Gear chests are about 3.4 or so per dollar. So, I think the value is decent in here, but really if you're going for the charm designs, that looks like grabbing the charm designs here is my better deal. So, and I do need some, so I'm going to grab those here, and I'm going to reevaluate I'm going to reevaluate tomorrow and let's see what thing. So here's the thing. Look at this. What you're offered changes based on the level, it looks like. So here it's going to end up being charm guides. And if I think I have enough charm guides for now, which I understand that there's like an ebb and flow where it goes back and forth, maybe I won't choose charm guides this time. So let's see. We'll do the protected exploration. All right. So I had to burn those even though it didn't advance me. So basically it just protects you. So that changes your rate as well. So apparently I had a lucky run last time. Yeah, okay, so this was, let's call this an unlucky run. So that cost me 450 talismans because I had a little bit of an unlucky run and had to burn some more. So this time though, I think, let's see, first I can grab these. All right, so I just looked at the charm upgrade calculator and I do still need some more charm guides to get where I want to go soon. So I am going to grab the charm guides this time. All right. See if I can get lucky again. Nice. Not lucky. Not lucky. Just one level. One level. Not lucky. One level. All right, 2 levels. And I'm going to grab the charm designs again because I'm going to need a lot of those. Oh, and I got the level 8 this time. Let me just grab these. Let's see what's on that level 8. Interesting. It's kind of like a grand prize version. All right, let's see how we do here. Unlucky. Hey, you got 2 levels, all right. Unlucky. 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 2 levels, nice. 1 level. Unlucky, unlucky. And 1 level. All right. So I've been looking at this for a minute and like between the luck aspect and the various variables involved, it's hard to actually give it a solid assessment of value between the two. But check this out. If I were to get the 69, one way of evaluating this, if I were to get the 6,900 Wonder Star coins, if my goal is to get the Chief Gear materials, I would only be able to get 345 of them here at this rate, because that's 1 for 20. And so that would be 345 of them. Whereas over here, I can get 384 of them. So that's quite a bit more that I can get, right? If that is my goal. If I want other things here, however, then it starts to become clear that you need to grab the Wonder Star coins. It just so happens that I'm in a season right now where this appeals to me because I've been trying to spend money on Chief Gear. So if I'm ultimately just going to get Chief Gear here, which I know there's other things I want to get here as well. But if I'm ultimately going to get Chief Gear, this looks like a good spend to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to unload it all. And then I think by tomorrow, I'll figure out what else I'm going to need for Chief Gear and Hero Gear. And then, for levels that are coming up. But this is also like, you almost can't go wrong on the Chief Gear and charms here. I mean, as far as I can tell, this is pretty good value so far. So let's see how far I can get on these last couple jumps. Unlucky twice. Unlucky again, and again, and again. And see, it's more expensive as you go up. All right, so now I'm out of jumps, so I'll have to wait for tomorrow. but you are going to get these along the way as well. So this is something to consider as well. So I will have some other things to spend in the bazaar, but I'm going to, well, I guess this is a daily limit, so I will grab these as well. And, you know, if there's, I think the mythic gear might be appealing to me just because it's a gimme, and, you know, it doesn't come with as much of the components as you get with the Lucky Hero Gear chest, but it is a guaranteed item, and there's only 2 of them. So it's a guaranteed hero, mythic gear. If you look at, if I were to buy, like normally if you do the math and compare the 2 of these, to get 100 of these, it would be 20 of these purchases. So basically 165 times 20, it would cost me 3,330 to get 1 mythic piece. But that does come with a lot of components as well. And that's a guaranteed one. You could actually get lucky. So usually the way the math works out, it's better to get the Lucky Hero Gear chests, but it depends on how much you're spending. It might be useful to grab those as well. I think that's the main thing here. This looks like it's going to end up being a Chief Gear and Charms event mainly, and then maybe I'll do the extra on the Lucky Hero Gear chests. I think that's how this might end up turning out. So I don't know. This is a new event to me. I did the best I can with the math on the fly. If you think I did something wrong, tell me in the comments. Like I said, it is kind of between all the luck and stuff. It's kind of hard to give a firm assessment on the value ratio to between the, you know, the Wonder Stars and the Wonder Star coins and the, what do you call them, the talismans. It's hard to have a firm, you know, grasp of what the actual value is there. So, but it does feel like when I did the math on this compared to other events, I mean, it did seem like the rate is up there. So, all right, let's check the backpack quick. See what we got going on. Can I get lucky? Nope. And we'll clear these out. Clear this big hoard out. Nice. I put a bunch in the tank. Mobilization chests. Take these VIP points. Let's see how many mythic I get out of this. 1, 2, just 2. All right, that's good. It's a little better than average. It wasn't 200, so. And then we'll apply this to the Lancer. See how far I can get. All right, we're at the 36. All right, now, this is an important thing to look at here, I think. Essentially, the way I've been building my build out is I've been going for a strong, basically state versus state castle support in my build out of my heroes. So I've got my 3 strong heroes like this, and I don't really have much going on with another 2. So this kind of hurts me in arena, and I think it's hurting me in Labyrinth because I've done about everything I can by all the tips I've seen. And I'll play around with this later. I'm not going to do this on camera tonight because I'm going to play around with a little more and do a little more research. But I genuinely don't understand how my hero gear is actually better, but I'm not able to do better in Labyrinth. So if we look at unless I'm just getting really unlucky. So there's my hero's total power. Here's my top hero's total power, right? And yet, when I try to do this Land of Heroes, I'm not getting, you know, better scores. So I don't know. If maybe I'll wait on this one until I get some comments. I have tried all the different tricks about like using Mia 60-40. I mean, in some recent videos from Tone, he said that doesn't work in Gen 3 heroes anyway. So I really don't want to experiment with that too much. But if there's another trick you guys know of, or if it's just the fact that maybe what it is my hero gear is spread too thin. The definition of this says that only stats of hero gear, and hero exclusive gear take effect here. So I would think that your total score is what matters. But because this is set up in such a way that you have these formations, probably what's going on here is I don't have my gear spread out across all these heroes. I only have them on my top 3. So I've got one squad that does really well and the other. Look at this. My top squad is 200 mil and the next one down is half of that, 100 mil. So that's probably what this is. So I'm not going to stress over it too much because the build out I have going on is for a specific purpose and it's working well for that purpose. So I got to kind of stick to that. That's kind of what I did is I decided early on that, you know, I'm going to mess around with Arena, but I'll, probably won't be able to be as competitive as others in Arena because I'm not going to spread all my spend thin across five different heroes right now anyways. Maybe when I get to the point where I get 3 sets of gear all maxed out, then I can start considering that, but not now. Now, another little update, I did use some research speed ups for Alliance Mobilization because I wasn't getting anything else, and I needed to do a little bit more on Alliance Mobilization. It's hard sometimes, you got to make a judgment call, and I have plenty anyways, and I need to push research anyways. I also got Serial up a little bit further because I wanted some better bear trap scores, and she's kind of cheap, so she's maxed out, except I'm just waiting for the last relationship advancement to put that on the board for SVS. So, you know, that wasn't that many points really, because it's just Serial. She's kind of easy. And Romulus is still a work in progress, and probably will be for a while, but I'll wait on this one. This I could probably upgrade this if I really wanted to. This isn't, you know, that expensive. So let's see, am I missing? Yeah, I should be running a research. I didn't get one going, so let's see, I'll get this going.
Courage burns eternal.
There we go. And it is this one. I decided it is this one, and I'm going to press next because this is the cheapest of all of them to rank up. And to be able to get the rally cap up, I'm going to have to get this to 30. So this is the cheapest of all of them to get up. So this makes sense to me as just far as like investment of you know, how much it's going to cost to upgrade these other skills. Definitely want to use that one as kind of like a cheat. So that's what I'm going to do there. All right, with that, let's just take a look at VIP. I think that's pretty much all I had to do tonight. So let's see what we're looking like here. Did I get all these in the bank? I did, but look, we're just burning through them lately. All right, let's see. Let's see how many times it takes me to get a globe piece. Here we go. One. All right, I'm ending right there. I'm not doing another one. I know, you know, I'm not going to press my luck. I could be tempted to do another one, but 1 becomes 8 again. I'm just going to take that for what it is. I got 1 piece right off the bat. I got lucky. Nice. And that way I also know I don't have to stop in between, and I know that each time I do it, I've got, the last time I did it, I got 1. So got 1 in the first 10 spins. Nice. I'll take that luck any day. All right, that's all the content I have for tonight. But remember, there is that Frost Star promotion going on. So if you want to take advantage of that, check the video description for the affiliate link from me so you can help me out and give me a little Frost Stars as well. If you're going to purchase, you might as well help me out as well, right? So I would appreciate it very much. It supports me, supports the channel. The other way you can support me is simple. You just like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and then you turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later.